Ladies and legends, it's your boy Andy, aka Daddy. We're going to go through some client wins to hopefully inspire a bunch of you legends to go out there, take some action, talk to some girls, have some sex, make some money, do big, crazy, amazing things. A legend who just came to the end of his coaching said, "My next step is moving out. I wanted to do another round of coaching before doing so, especially for the dating side. I really like the camaraderie here. I don't think there's any other community where I can say something like, I saw 3 girls this week and I want to add something to each of their lives. What do you guys like to do? It's fucking awesome, haha." And just as a general statement, I am so unbelievably grateful for this community and other dating communities and just, I guess you would say, safe spaces for men where men can say, hey, I would like a little bit more. I'll phrase it in a clumsy way. I would like a little bit more pussy. I would like to date a woman. I would like to work on my sex life. I would like to achieve some goals and just be able to share that shit without shame, without people saying, well, that's shallow. Why do you want pussy, bro? Like, that's shallow. That's not a deeper goal. I really, really, really appreciate all of you for being here. I appreciate all of you for being incredibly honest about what it is that you want. And for this being, like I said, a pretty safe space for all of us. Like, again, we're never going to judge you. I'm never going to say things to you guys like your goals are silly or that goal's unrealistic or that's a shallow goal or any of that. I really, really, really appreciate that we've all been able to build this pretty kick-ass community together. And the coaching program is obviously just an extension of that. But yeah, I really appreciate that. So this guy absolutely crushed it in his time in the coaching. How cool is it that we can all just sort of share our goals and share them without guilt or shame? That's a pretty unique thing, to be honest. There's not a lot of places, especially on the internet, where you can share basically any goal and people will say, that's cool. What are you going to do to start achieving that goal? Some wins from a current coaching client who posted in our group, and I have his permission to share this. By the way, I always have everybody's permission to share everything. If any of you want to come to coaching, but you don't want to have this stuff shared on my YouTube channel, I would never share it without asking first. He says, anyways, I met up with that girl from Sunday. We grabbed tapas, and then I bet he tapped her ass. Hey. She is a pretty hot Latina, loves to kiss. I brought her to my place. She was so sexual. I loved it. Sucked dick so well too. It was porn like sex, which is the exact opposite of vanilla fuck buddy girl, who is another girl he's been dating. At some point, she became super dominant, and I let her. That was a very new thing for him to explore. We talked about that actually quite a bit in the coaching. It was a lot of fun. The same thing happened as the same girl from yesterday. I was fucking her, and I could come real quick, but I decided not to. Then I kind of lost my passion. So we had a little conversation about that. Like, he's got this very unique, very cool problem where he lasts a long time in the bedroom and then he kind of loses sensitivity a little bit. And I said, bro, that's like a beautiful first world problem. Your sex lasts too long that you start to lose a bit of sensitivity. That's a beautiful thing. A lot of guys that come very quickly would kill to be in your position. He says, I was so fucking hard too. I could fuck her for hours, but it never came to this. It felt like an LSD trip. You get the body high and it goes higher and higher. You start seeing all the fractals, and at some point, the body highs lessen and slowly disappear, but you still say fractals. Yes, guys, our boy was having such crazy sex that he literally tripped balls. I have been there. Same thing. I feel in a weird spot. I can come kind of quickly or fuck for hours, but without coming. Again, first world problems. Well, I know the solution. I should have just helped her make me come. It was that simple, but I kind of feel like I really want to make her come too. I did not communicate this though. That's something that we've been helping him work on, is being more honest, being more communicative with women, telling them what's on his mind instead of keeping stuff to himself. Live and learn. Thank you, girl, for the fun times and for me realizing that I want to have way more experience in the bedroom. Absolute legend. And another coaching client who's been absolutely killing it says, a little zoom out. Last year, around this time, I was absolutely messed up and crushed as I failed to verbally express what I really wanted with a girl. How many of you can relate to that, where you want something from a girl or you want something with a girl, but you're not quite able to get the words out? You're not able to be that masculine or have that masculine frame where you can just say, this is what I want. Do you want the same thing? That's obviously part of what this channel is for and part of what my coaching is for, to get you guys to be a little bit more honest, a little bit more upfront, a little bit more masculine, and a little bit more confident. This is one of the primary experiences that led me to be where I am today. Looking back after I started talking to girls and trying to get laid, I managed to sleep with 10 girls in my first year of cold approaching. What a legend. And I've had crazy amounts of other experiences. Most importantly, I can say I'm becoming how I want to be, exactly who I envision to be. How beautiful is that? I'm already there in a sense. I'm grateful to everyone that has helped me get here, that girl from last summer, and then a few people whose names I removed for privacy. All my other friends, Andy, Taylor, Cam, the coaches in the coaching program, and everyone else who has shared my experiences. Thank you. I am grateful to all of the girls that have said no to me in various forms. You have made me stronger. And on that note, guys, how many times do you hear me say there is no rejection? Stop seeing it as a rejection if a woman says no to you. She is doing you a favor. She is making you more stoic. She is making you more strong. Just because she declines your offer, that is not a personal rejection. You offered to her, would you like to give me your phone number, or would you like to go on a date with me? She declined that offer. That is not the same thing as denying you of your humanity or your worthiness. She didn't reject you. She just declined your offer. You've made me stronger. I'm also grateful to all of the girls that have said yes to me, as I cherish all of our memories. Yeah, this, just like all of our other coaching clients, this guy, we absolutely drill into every single person. Be grateful for everything. And if you struggle with that, that's okay. We'll help you with that. But a big part of what the coaching is, and a big part of what this channel in general is helping you guys be grateful for absolutely everything. Because the more grateful you are, the more you will go out there and take action. And if a woman says no to you, if you can find a way to be grateful for that, like, thank you for making me more stoic. Thank you for being honest and upfront with me and not wasting my fucking time. I'm grateful that you said no, so I don't dick about trying to chase you. She has done you a favor if she says no. And the more grateful you can be, the more you will enjoy this process, the better you will feel during the whole process, and the more women you will go out and talk to, and therefore, the more success you will have. Plus, you'll have a better time along the way, and so will the women. Women want you to be grateful. Everyone wants you to be grateful. Gratitude is kind of a cheat code when it comes to, dating, but also life in general. Final client win. I went on a second date with this really fit Turkish girl. I met her on the street. I told her everything, exactly what I want with her. I was super sexual. We obviously encourage all of our clients to be very honest and upfront. She was like, okay. I've been absolutely transparent about everything with her. What this client means by that is that he told her, I want something casual, I'm looking for something sexual, I usually date multiple women, and we encourage all of you guys to be as honest and upfront as you can be. We have super cool vibe, and she is super honest. We talk about everything: sex, past sex partners, girls, guys, psychology, self-improvement, all the topics in the group. Yeah, a big part of what we encourage you guys to talk about, especially our coaching clients, is all of the, like, this sort of stuff. Like, talk about your goals, talk about self-improvement, talk about psychology, talk about what it's like to be a man. Ask her what it's like to be a woman. Talk about the differences and the similarities between men and women. Like, talk about all of this stuff. Women are your teammates. You can talk about all of this sort of stuff with them. We talk about our pasts, and she is cool. She knows that I go out with other girls and I fuck them, and I like it. Yesterday we went to grab drinks, and then we went back to her place. She told me she is not ready to fuck. So I made her come twice. Yeah, guys, I have done so much content for you guys where I say, look, just because a woman says, no, I don't want to have sex right now, that doesn't mean the conversation is over. Or if you say, would you like to come back to my place? If she says no, that doesn't mean game over, you got rejected. She might be very happy to do other things, but just not willing to go all the way yet. And so you can just talk about it. Use your words. You're an adult. She is an adult. You can literally just say, would you like to do some other things? And so that's what this client did with her. He hasn't said that, but like, that's what he did with her. He said, like, all right, do you want to fool around? And she was like, yeah, I'm game. I just don't want to have sex yet. So he made her come twice. I told her that she gave me more than I gave her. She was super sexy when she came, and I loved it. Also, this is really helpful with my confidence to know that I can make different girls orgasm. Yeah, a lot of you just like don't have that sort of like confidence yet. If you meet a few women, you give them an amazing experience, which is obviously what we encourage all of you to do. Like, give lots of value, be a generous lover, and obviously the women will be generous with you back in return. But yeah, you start to really build up that confidence in your own sexual skills, and that's obviously something that we help a lot of guys with. I slept over at her place, which was nice. I liked it. I also dirty talk to her so much. Yeah, this guy is working on his dirty talk and his flirting, and we've been helping him a lot with that. Thank you, girl, for helping me build up my sexual confidence, for the cool conversations and the cool date. I loved it. She's going to be a fuck buddy of mine if we keep having sexual chemistry. And they did end up being fuck buddies. So amazing. And I hope as you read all of these, or as I read all of these out to you, you guys use these as inspiration. These guys are nothing special. They are just normal human beings just like you. And if they can go out there and be this honest, be this courageous, be this upfront, and be this sexual, and really play the numbers game and meet a lot of women and have some amazing experiences, you sure as hell can too. And if you absolute legends want my help with this, now is the perfect time. There's currently a 50% off discount on my coaching just for the next 26 days. On the screen right now, I will show here and here some of the stuff that we have helped other clients with and what they have achieved. And those are just sort of the tip of the iceberg. If you would like to do this stuff for yourself, there's a link down below. You can jump on a free call with me and we will talk about your goals. We will talk about your struggles, your insecurities, your doubts, and all of that. I'll give you some free coaching. And then I will gently say to you, would you like to sign up for the coaching program? I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not going to do sales techniques. It is entirely up to you whether or not you would like to sign up. But I can promise you, if you sign up, you will build that life of abundance and joy. We will absolutely guarantee it. We will make sure our coaching program works. People get fucking results, right? Link down below. We have payment plans as well. As always, gentlemen, you absolute freaking legends. Go out there, crush those goals, do what these guys have done. Like I said, they're not anything special. If they can do it, you sure as hell can too. And if you'd like my help, Daddy Andy is right here.